expected.
But what exactly made him want to do this? Was he recently baptized by a man in the wilderness named John and then tempted for 40 days in the desert? 40 days, 40 nights? Probably not. Doesn't seem like it. Why was he so spiritual all of a sudden? Why is he so interested in the alternative? Well, guys, as it turns out, sometime during 2020, Connor Murphy tried... Surprising. Very surprising. I did not see that coming. This is why Connor Murphy fasted for 40 days, and this is why when you look at his second channel called Connor Murphy Talks, you will see a dramatic change in content around the time that he took ayahuasca. So his mind was open, all right? He Terrence McKenna. He Paul Stamets, but instead of fixing his speech impediment with mushrooms at the top of a redwood, he took ayahuasca in a dingy apartment in Austin, Texas. Changed his content from this to this.
So it's this love, this intimacy combined with this awareness and meditation that can lead to union. The realization that you are the universe, that you are not separate from everything else.
I have to be careful I don't do this sort of stuff
myself. This time he uploaded pretty regular stuff when he was actually posting. It was stuff more geared towards his regular content at least. However, there was a very clear switch in content after the drugs were taken, after the 40-day fast and all.
Let's go see what that was. I have too many arrows. I could just throw together sets now, like, really easy. So I'm going out. Oh shit, the fuck was that? Camping me, bitch? The fuck? What? I like ran at my door to a fucking arrow firing at me. Like, what the fuck is that? Okay.
All that stuff. You can see a clear interest in alternative ideologies, and I believe the change is from the drug use. That's what he stated before. Connor then went on to post some crazy videos on his second channel, such as, I stared at the sun for 30 minutes straight every day for 60 days. Sun gazing, in parentheses.
The practice that I've been doing
Please
is actually
don't
this
do
practice
that.
called sun gazing, which has been around.
You have
for a
bleached
very,
your
very long time.
eyes.
We actually see artwork of ancient civilizations
idiot.
staring at the sun.
Don't do that. Don't sun gaze. Don't look at the sun, okay?
So
Don't
you
stare
have
directly at the
large
sun. I've seen,
burnt
like,
holes
4
in your
people
retina,
on
you're
TikTok
saying?
who are like, I look at the sun every day, and I'm worried they need brain scans. Okay, seriously. All right, guys, if you're feeling unwell and you think that looking at the sun is going to give you superpowers, then go get brain scans. There's a lot of tests that can be done to help you, really. I mean, honestly. Or try nicotine. Or what about the classic? I had a seizure from shamanic breathing and caught it on camera.
But yeah, look at that. Those 2 jolts. I mean, that's not me tensing up. Okay, that is like this electrical current coursing through my body. Okay, and yeah, I mean that's essentially what seizures are.
Wow, guys, that's great. A seizure from shamanic breathing.
I just continued like it was normal, right?
Hey, man, that's pretty cool. How about don't breathe like that if it causes you to have a seizure? All right, that seems like maybe a bad idea. Without even going that deep, it's easy to see that this man, something came loose, Ted K style, after this hallucinogenic, this transcendental experience.
What?
Screw came loose. The unhinged actions from Connor were obvious after the ayahuasca. It's an easy thing to pin it on. And thankfully, things got better from here. Just kidding. I'm making a video 4 years later. Things would continuously go downhill. It's wild. Connor continued uploading his regular content on his main channel, and if people didn't know about his second channel or his Instagram, people would think that he's relatively fine beyond, you know, what sort of, maybe what a professional would diagnose after watching this epic video. As time goes by, Connor begins to upload videos that would expose his true self to his main audience, and it was not received very well at all. On January 21st, 2021, Connor uploaded a video on his main channel talking about his 40-day fast.
So it's been around 6 months since my 40-day fast. That's right, I did not eat for 40 days.
And in the video, he has a magnet attached to his head, and he talks about his spirituality and the benefits of the fast. Most of the people in the comments are severely worried for his health and his mental well-being because of their, I mean, this is, this is weird. It's a weird video. It's a really weird video. Also, people during his 40-day fast would call mental health services on him and try to get him 5150'd and you know, because he's a danger to himself. And people are like, hey, I think this guy's going wild live on stream, 40 days, 40 nights, streaming, no eating, just water, no vitamins. That can't be it. How did he live? I have no idea, but he did. He's alive. So that's good.
I get this call from a restricted number, a no-caller ID number. And so I thought I would answer it for the live stream. And guess who it was? Mental Health Services. They were very worried about me. They were wondering if I needed psychiatric help.
This video on top of the spiritual yoga video that he was uploading, it seemed like people started to get the idea, kind of what was going on in his head. It's not the Connor that they're used to. This isn't the Chad Swole, Chumley from Pawn Stars Connor on the street, broken clock, being right twice a day, hard ab, cool joke shirt bit Connor, jumping on top of a Chipotle. Nuh-uh. This is a different guy. This is a spiritual guy. This is an MK Ultra guy, all right? Also, his views started going down a lot because his viewers were no longer interested in his weird spiritual magnet head content. Even Connor's friends at the time became concerned and made videos checking in on him, and the results of which showed something a bit disturbing. A man speaking gibberish who lives in filth. This isn't good.
Harry, put the puppy out. Harry, put the puppy out. I'll shower you with love. My divine protein shake of love.
Living in filth especially is like a massive red flag and kind of sad. So here we have a bit of a moment where a man is losing the ability to take care of himself and spiraling down a dark path that's for some reason being posted on YouTube. That's not good. That's really bad, actually. To further confirm this, one of his friends and former workout partners told Sunny V2 in a Sunny V2 video that he was taking ayahuasca every 2 hours.
I'm a friend
Ayahuasca?
who had originally updated everyone on Connor's ayahuasca use, then wanted to explain that Connor's dosage had increased substantially.
I took that ayahuasca the first time a year ago, and I don't know...
A year ago, you fucking idiot? If you haven't done ayahuasca by the age of 18, don't bother. You're a fucking idiot.
Ayahuasca.
You're a fucking idiot.
I don't understand that. That's why. DMT, man.
Don't bother.
DMT.
Drugs aren't for you, moron. It's clear because you're in the headlines. Don't try and be Gonzo. You're not Gonzo. You're stupid.
Except it's ayahuasca. So yeah, that's how you're supposed to do ayahuasca, right? Not the ooh piece of candy style, but you got the online prankster method of ayahuasca maxing. Sunny V2's video claims he went clinically insane. I'm not exactly sure if that's true. I would consider him to be an insane person, genuinely. And I haven't seen what he's been up to for a long time, and by God, I saw it recently, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, this is not good. There's so much more to this story, especially what's been happening recently. It's important to note that all the stuff we've showed up until this point is 3 or 4 years old. We haven't talked about that massive missing gap after the ayahuasca where he's been just in a state of perpetual
idiocy.
Crazy.
Idiocy.
Things get
State of
crazier than
perpetual
you could
idiocy.
ever
Just say
imagine
it.
the crazy
Just say
shit
it.
you possibly can think about what this guy could possibly do. And then you imagine it, and you write it in a comment, and you watch the rest of this video, and then at the end, you tell me how wrong you were. You're gonna be so wrong, okay? But only if you don't know what's happened so far. So, you gotta come in it raw. I mean, you gotta come into this uneducated. So, Connor's been making some interesting content, some interesting videos, some educational stuff, and on the face of it, seems like he might be sane, okay? And intelligent, a genuinely intelligent man with ready access to a thesaurus at a moment's notice. This guy's definitely a thesauromaniac, because he loves thesauruses. But, my friend, do not be deceived, man. This man is wild. A totally different breed of human being. Not only is he still jacked and can read a thesaurus, but he's got some secrets he'd like to share with us about how he stays ripped. What do you think his secret is? His secret is
Nikolai is going to give me his divine protein shake.
Yes.
In a video
Gross.
titled Connor Murphy's First Time with a Guy, he tells us the benefits of a
Gross.
certain substance.
It contains oxytocin, which is
Not the gay sex, the way they phrased it.
It also has testosterone, which is pretty much the
If you believe this is the first time, you're a fucking idiot. That's something he's definitely done before the age of 18.
anabolic hormone that you need to build muscle.
This is
It
not his
has
first time.
nerve growth factor.
Everything that is insanely good for getting Shredsville, for going down the street to Shredsville. You won't find it at a pharmacy or a market. You'll find it in your bro's elixir. All right, his elixir of life, his divine protein shake. Finally, he comes clean and says that he's going to give him his divine protein shake. But Connor makes it clear that he's not just doing this for pleasure. He's doing it for the benefits, the deep-rooted benefits in consuming seed.
It does have protein in it, by the way, not a significant amount, but it does have a lot of amino acids,
Yeah.
actually, which is cool.
By the way, he's not even attracted to guys. Connor's not attracted to men, and neither
Uh-huh,
is Nicole.
sure.
They're both
He
heterosexual males.
he
who are
totally
just doing this.
Yeah, right. He totally just eats semen for plays,
for the
for views.
health benefits, not
Yeah, he's not gay or anything.
the pleasure. The pleasure's there, but just the health benefits.
Just to give you some context, that I'm actually doing this for the benefits and not just
Uh-huh. And you need to tell us why? Damn it. Jump. I could do windows here, but I don't think I want to. I realize what I want to do. Yep. Perfect. It's such a fucky base, but I don't care. Frankly, I really don't care. Oh, I have to go chop more wood now. That's
you know,
alright.
own pleasure, right?
So yeah, Nicole fills the chalice full of his elixir of life, and it's crazy. Connor, of course, he leaves the room. They're not gay. Check out this cum chalice. I mean, this chalice of the Holy Grail or whatever.
I have this beautiful chalice of the gods here.
Now, people can do what people want to do. I'm not here to judge people's sexuality or what they do behind closed doors in their bedrooms. I'm not the government, okay? But to me, this sounds like a very convoluted way to just be gay. It sounds, I don't know, there's nothing wrong with it. It just seems like a overcomplicated way to do something that a lot of people are just doing and just having fun.
Yeah. Well,
In another video where they rub the divine protein shake all over their face, he talks about how he did a semen retention for 70 days, like a No Nut November type thing, and he said he had a boom moment where instead of, you know, I'll think about, instead of doing this, why don't I just whack it and then just ingest it like an Ouroboros, so it never leaves. It's still in me. It's like a cycle of life, right? It's just a really convenient way to not have to be abstinent.
And I'm like, oh, what if I try and just
of all the semen on the planet, you chose
You're not losing it.
human male.
Yeah.
This video,
You're gay.
you know, if you don't eat
You're in
semen,
denial.
you're like a child who won't eat their vegetables.
Like, to me, they're portraying themselves as
little kids who only eat their vegetables.
I don't want to eat that. Okay, I don't want to eat that. I'm not gonna eat that. I'm not gonna eat veggies, dude. If someone doesn't want to eat it, they shouldn't have to eat it. What the fuck? It's not like a vegetable, all right? It's a bodily secretion. Yucky! So ingesting seed on top of ayahuasca is what Connor's been up to over the last couple years. And I guess he still does it, and he explains it frequently in his videos. I mean, check out this Instagram clip of him doing some bizarre mating ritual and then writing a novel in the description. It's just really funny that this guy started out with this.
We're at the YMCA, about to hit some abs. I usually hit abs 2 or 3 times a week, just like everything else.
Did
Oh,
ayahuasca,
he's coming
fast
out of the
for
closet.
40
How cute.
days and 40 nights, and now he's eating seed. That is crazy. That is a crazy turn of events. That is unexpected as and legendary. I told you, and guess what? It gets even worse. The seed part gets even funnier though, because Derek, with more plates, more dates, made a video in regard to the Connor Murphy seed claims.
So apparently the video is him basically eating this guy's
One of the claims being that semen can bring you benefits that you can't get in stores, like oxytocin,
Like being gay.
nerve growth factor stuff, and apparently you can't get oxytocin in a nasal spray, which is wild and really cool. I might buy some of that. They're using it in my butt. Just kidding. That's something Connor Murphy would do.
Okay, so let's get into it. So just because something has something in it, it doesn't mean it's orally bioavailable. There's a reason why oxytocin, for example, is it something when you are prescribed it, you can just take it orally and it works? No, there's a reason why I have
He has a list.
nasal
How cute.
oxytocin spray prescribed.
Then he talks about the testosterone part and states how you can absorb it by just eating it, but that's not true. You don't gain anything from ingesting it.
You can't just take it orally and it's gonna do the shit you want out of it. Same with testosterone. If you take a bottle of test and you swallow it, what is gonna happen? Nothing.
Maybe technically it is full of good chemicals and nutrients, but you can't metabolize those into those exact same things. So that's not really how the stomach and stuff works, unfortunately. So yeah, you can eat it if you want, but it's not really going to do anything. You'd be better off just believing you're eating it and believing that it's doing something, because the placebo effect will actually have a equally as profound effect on you. So you can eat it though if you want. Totally optional. Doesn't do anything.
Unfortunately, the hormonal benefits that you would be looking to get out of this, like surely you're not using this just for the macros and micros, you would be wanting to get the hormonal components, but they're not significant enough to yield any sort of advantage whatsoever. And in addition to that, most of the shit in it is not bioavailable whatsoever, so you're literally doing absolutely nothing, unfortunately, except placebo.
So yeah, once again, it gets way deeper. So Connor Murphy, intelligent young man, but he's no doctor. Or is he? Apparently. And also, according to him, he got an honorary doctorate in spirituality from the Los Angeles Developmental Church and Institute just for a donation he gave to them. Can I get one of those? I want to become a doctor by giving people money. Can I become a doctor? This allows him to call himself Doctor. He's like Dr. Phil, in a way. Why the did he do this? Well, to undermine real doctors, apparently, which is awesome. He says that there is an authority bias in our world and that having a doctor tag allows doctors to control opinions or whatever. That's
What?
crazy. That's like the whole point of going
Authority
to school and
bias-
learning things and
bias.
becoming an expert
What?
is so you can have an authoritative opinion on something. At least that's what I thought.
What are we talking about
You know.
here?
Just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean you're correct. That's like what science is. That's like what science is there to disprove and prove and perpetuate and stuff. Yeah. He makes an awesome point to this, saying that it's pretty much how doctors lied about cigarettes being healthy. That's why you shouldn't really trust them. Awesome point. The spirituality aspect of his doctorate, though, is not just a ruse. He does practice some of the spirituality stuff, if you couldn't tell by his outfits and stuff. He's a wild guy. He does some kind of yoga thing, some kind of yoga practice. He used a filter to make it look like you're on mushrooms, because he says the breathing technique allows you to have minor psychedelic trips, which, I don't know, he uses the technique frequently. I don't know if it's just a breathing exercise anymore. It's weird, dude. Shamanic breathing. Hey, man, don't get any more seizures, all right? I don't know what the is going on here, quite frankly. This just looks uncomfortable. He's got a woman facing away from him and sitting in his lap while they both look at each other and breathe deeply. How could you ever do this and keep a straight face? I don't get it. I can barely even make eye contact with people. Connor is obsessed with this breathing exercise. It dominates his page at some points on Instagram, and it's also in public. There's people staring, recording him, and he just does this out in public. Guy's got balls of steel still. How does he get all these women? How does he convince all these women to join him in these things, especially with his propeller hat, dude? It's like he's some kind of child. Where does he find these women to wrap in his cake? I don't know what's going on. How does this even work? This guy is so confident. It really is just confidence gets you ahead in life. He could be a cult leader fairly easily, it seems. Yeah, so I guess there might be benefits or something. I just want to know what the point is. This and the Divine Protein Shake are awesome. The funniest breathing technique videos, there is one where a woman sits literally on his ween while he's laying down and he breathes and moves her slightly up and down. It's so funny to watch. I don't, like, there's no way he believes this is doing something for him other than just giving him a boner. I mean, I think that's what it is, probably. I don't know what's going on. It's so weird. I love it. I love this shit. Once again, the caption is a book. He loves writing novels, and the captions and the description for all this content. He states the benefits may include increasing your mental state. Bro, just get hard. But I can see he's a doctor. I'm not, all right? I don't have a doctorate from spirituality from the Los Angeles Institute. Whatever it was called, what was it called? I forget. So if at this point you're not convinced this man might be just a little bit insane, here's a little more proof for you. On May 1st this year, Connor lost his mind and started to hit his Thai girlfriend with a golf club, and he was arrested. He's kind of actually lost his mind. Not only that, but he also started smashing shit around the home and once again lost his mind. He needs help. He needs help, but he's in Thailand, and he also got stabbed by his girlfriend as well. What the guy was stabbed? But wait, back to the house he destroyed. Look at the damage shit thrown everywhere. So why did this happen? Why did this guy jump off the deep end all of a sudden? So it wasn't a 3-year
all of a sudden
downward spiral? Well, luckily he made a video explaining himself.
Oh good. Oh good. Oh god damn it. Please stop doing drugs and being crazy. I did a lot of drugs and I'm crazy, but I never acted like this. I mean, I acted like this, but I never put it through. I never put the public
Connor
through
says
it.
that he's dealing with a little thing called psychosis as a result of using Alzheimer's medication.
Why?
Recreationally or something.
I will not. An Alzheimer's medication has a new it destroys
You have become crazy.
my memory.
He says that this drug caused him to see hallucinations, and the hallucinations put him into a schizo state.
It appears that hallucination
Yeah, that sounds about right.
some sort of perpetual schizophrenic state.
Saying that with his face red
Yep.
and his eyes gigantic. He
Yep.
looks
He's gone full
crazy.
Trump.
like actually like I'm scared. I look at this man and I'm like,
He's
oh,
even got the
oh,
ginger face.
Yeah, this is not good. He also has a girlfriend and he's just in Thailand or something.
Signs of crazy people.
Thailand.
Keep your
Hopefully
eyes
he doesn't
open.
murder someone out there.
If they got the
But he's
if they got
making
the you know if they got the turd
He says
face
that
and
the content creators can bring him back to reality and he shouldn't delay because without intervening he'll have
doing
another
lots of drugs to
psychotic
do their
episode.
job and all that.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to help or what's going on here.
True Connor Murphy.
He's gone full orange
And he's
turd.
obviously joking, though, at the same time, but it doesn't seem like it's a joke, according to the headlines. Also, according to his girlfriend, she suffered bruises and cuts from his crazy hallucinations, and he hit her with a golf club, which he was arrested. Luckily, though, she managed to escape with her 16-year-old sister, but was still hit in the crossfire. This is insane, and this shows the massive decline of this man's mental health, and that he just needs to help. Doing medicine is not a good place for some people. It's really bad. Yeah. It lost the brain of a normal man, a man predisposed to psychosis and just, you know, being unwell, shouldn't really be able to do this kind of stuff. And now he's in Thailand, so there's nothing anybody can do to help him. But it's okay, guys, though, because he makes joking videos, and he's self-aware, so he's fine. He's totally fine out there. Connor's always had some crazy tendencies, but generally not just attacking people with golf clubs. He also cured his own gonorrhea, apparently as
No,
well,
he didn't.
by squirting apple cider vinegar in his wee-wee.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
What?
How I cured my STD at home. No doctor's assistance
Yeah.
other than Dr. Connor Murphy.
So at this point, I have no idea what the is going on, and I don't know what's worse. his
It's called
girlfriend
lies
stabbing
and
him, or
drugs
him
and
staying
too
with
much
her,
money.
or him hitting her
Lies,
with a golf
drugs, and
club
money.
being arrested,
Simple.
and her staying with him.
Lies, drugs, and money.
This
Is it
is
hard
not
to understand?
good. I really
Or
don't know what's true. It's
Lies,
hard
drugs,
to
and
see.
money.
We know he was arrested by
Simple.
the headline, and he does have a nasty ass wound on his face. So I'm not sure what's real or exactly. It seems like his girlfriend stabbed him and destroyed
sounds about
his
right.
stuff, but he blamed.
He was
I
probably
don't know.
Johnny Depp
There's a
searching her for
conspiracy
coke
here,
or
I believe.
something.
I'm not going to speculate too much.
It's
So, yeah,
cocaine.
that's Connor Murphy.
Cocaine. Is cocaine. It's cocaine. I mean, it's drugs, money. Like always, it's ego, drugs, and money. It's ego, drugs, and money, like always. Yeah. It's egos, drugs, and money, like always.
Pretty interesting stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, George Not Found has bowed down. He has officially bowed down to the allegation makers, okay? He has become what he sought to destroy, he has truly become. And it's quite disappointing, okay? It's upsetting. It's upsetting me personally, okay? I have a huge parasocial investment in this drama. George Not Found, what did he tweet? What did this little silly Billy get up to tweeting? He tweeted out.
What did you do?
After everyone defended him, okay? After everyone clearly saw that Katie lied, because keep in mind, she left out the fact that they cuddled on the couch. She completely lied by omission, okay? She completely left it out, which changed the entire thing. Like, her story is, I was just sitting there on the couch and all of a sudden he puts his hand on me, which would be egregious. Instead, what actually happened is she was cuddling him for an hour. She was perfectly cool with it. At some point, he put his hand in her shirt after an hour of cuddling, which is a completely natural thing to happen. And she claims, oh, well, I didn't know cuddling was inherently sexual. Okay, it's not inherently sexual, but you don't cuddle your male friends. That just doesn't happen, okay? George tweets out, since reading
Sure you
Katie's
do,
newest
if you're
post, my perspective on
gay.
that night, my overall conclusion has massively changed, as she introduced new information that I was not aware of at all before. I have much more I will say, but for now, Katie, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I really hope you can hear my words and try to understand that I do not have any bad intentions. That does not change the fact that you were hurt. This guy gave in to the allegations, okay? He gave in to nothing, to literally nothing. And Cheeto made a great tweet about this. He said, this guy was drunk and put his hand on a girl's waist after cuddling for an hour. Now the internet has convinced him that he's Epstein level bad. Now Jaden McNeil here made an interesting point. He said, bro deserves to be canceled for this cringe response. Imagine apologizing to someone who was trying to ruin your life for clout when all you did was cuddle them out. And I honestly, like, I think Jaden's kind of right here in a way. Like, after everyone spends days and days defending this guy, right? Myself included, he decides to cower to the Minecraft audience. He folded like a omelet. So at this point, you can only really blame him, right? Like, this guy literally caught her in a lie. He pointed out the fact that when she was cuddling with him, she got it multiple times, at which point she could have left, but she always went right back to him, right? I actually thought she got so like, why did they just cuddle on the couch? Yeah, because she left that out intentionally, because she knew that if that was in there, it would make her look like a bad, really bad. And then you have, if you go to Mr. Diorio's account, there's this video of this kid, like, screaming at the top of his lungs about this. It's really funny. We did watch it the other day, but this video is so awesome.
My friends or anybody else as a scapegoat for your abuse is disgusting.
What he's talking about here, by the way, keep in mind, what he's talking about here is his friend who as an adult, willingly cuddled on a couch with another adult and got her stomach touched. Your friend did not get abused, I'm sorry. She did. That's not what happened. Why do you think she left out the cuddling thing? Why would you leave that out? Because you know it looks bad. Why did she, during the interaction, leave several times? When she could have left at any point. She left to go get water, left to use the bathroom, left to talk to her friends, and came back to cuddling with him. If you believe that you're being assaulted, are you going to go back to cuddling with the same guy when you have a perfect opportunity to leave at any point in time? No.
It's disgusting, okay? My friend cried in my arms about.
Well, I'm sorry that she cried, but a girl crying does not mean that she's in the right. Have you ever been around a girl? Girls cry at everything, literally. Have you ever dated a girl? They're constantly crying. Oh, I stained my shirt. What she's actually crying about is regret. It's called regret. She didn't like the fact that her first sexual interaction was with a YouTuber who didn't really care about her, and so she decided to make a public allegation about it when she thought she had the opportunity because of what Shovel went through. It's embarrassing. Super embarrassing. Now, there's also another situation we have, which is really crazy. So it starts with this post by someone named Moonsy, which says, I feel like I can share one of my experiences now. This is the first of many other male CCs who over-sexualized me from the age of 18 to 22, and I'll never forgive the people who covered for him. Do you know who you are? I don't really know anything about her, but this is the person. A couple years back, I met a male content creator by the name of Draggy, who was very creepy towards me and other women. He acted very possessive over me and made some weird and sexual comments about me, despite us only really knowing each other for a week. Okay, interesting. I quickly noticed this behavior had grooming tendencies and raised the concern and confidence of some other CCs. I was 18 at the time. I was scared and didn't want to be around him. Okay, you can't be groomed when you're 18. Okay? You can't. That's not what that word means. You cannot be groomed when you're an adult. You're an adult woman. You cannot be groomed. Bottom line, impossible. Cannot happen. So already this allegation sucks. My uncomfortable experiences were quickly spread like gossip by people I thought I could trust and was pulled into VCs to share so they could hear it. I was told I was being dramatic and blowing it out of proportion. Later that week, a girl anonymously came forward speaking against him, and a lot of them thought it was me. I was quickly hounded by other CCs, my own peers, asking me if I was the one who did it, and to be an adult and get a VC to talk it out with him, to be mature. I watched as bigger content creators, people who I looked up to, helped him do damage control as I was being called immature and childish for telling people my experience and why I was scared of him. Keep in mind, basically nothing specific here other than like he made sexual comments about her. We have no idea what happened. And she was 18, so not grooming. Another big content creator I really looked up to at the time, who had been acting like my best friend, even turned on me when I saw her helping him do damage control, tried to warn her of my experience. She told me she wasn't interested, didn't want to get involved with the drama. So many of them covered for him and it broke my heart. I spent weeks sick in bed, contemplating quitting, betrayed and ostracized by so many who had acted like they were my friend until it wasn't convenient for them, or they didn't believe me at all for a man who was rising in the community. It took many other girls coming forward about him for other content creators to finally drop it. I never got an apology, and I doubt they did either. I was too scared to come forward with it at the time because of how my peers acted. 4 years later, I'm 22 now, and seeing other girls with similar experiences talk about their experiences gives me so much faith and closure. I'm so proud of them all. Your story will be told if you're out there, and I will have great faith. You'll always find support now. Love you guys. So this person, by the way, from what we already see, calls this guy a groomer. She was 18, not grooming. She links her experience to what she believes is actual cases of assault or abuse. Well, this guy actually responded to Draggy. I wasn't going to respond to this as I don't have any intention of involving himself in the community, but now people are DMing my girlfriend and giving them my IRL socials. Here's my response. Everything is included. Please leave me alone. All right, here we go. So first off the bat, the allegation is already false because you can't groom an adult. Who is Draggy? Literally, it's just some literally who. And so is this girl, honestly. She's got 50k followers. I'm tweeting this on a burner account as I'm sick of dealing with this stuff in community after 3 years of not engaging with any of you. I left because I was not meant for it. I did a lot of wrong things when I first started out. Throughout my journey, I got into a lot of drama. I was not a good person, especially with that community, so I quit. I didn't want to annoy anyone. I wasn't happy with what I was doing. I was also really anxious ever since having false allegations put on me. These false allegations are from November of 2020, which is what I believe Moonsy references in her original tweet as anonymous girl came forward. The situation was completely debunked, and I recorded a 1-hour video going through the entire thing. Creators in the comments know this was proven false, which is odd since none of them mentioned that I cleared those allegations or even thought to DM Moonsy about it. What I find crazy is a creator in particular responding for attention after they talked with me during the allegations and helped me through it. You know who you are. Below, I've attached a video of every single one of me and Moonsy's DMs since I really didn't want to sit and defend myself anymore. You can read them all for yourselves. I want to move on with my life and leave this community in the past. I'll be deleting all my social media, but I wanted to put this out there for my friends to see it. I did not do this to Moonsy from 18 to 22 years old. All this drama went down within 9 days. We haven't spoken since October 29th, 2020. I did not groom anyone. Moonsy is in fact older than me. I saw Moonsy on Lover Host. I was attracted to her, so I shot my shot in DMs live, to which she responded and initiated a conversation. Flirting was reciprocated. Moonsy initiated asking me to play games. Moonsy sent me her Discord without me asking. Moonsy tweeted at me, now deleted, you can see in DMs, going on a Minecraft date. Never made any sexual comments towards Moonsy. I was clingy, you could say, as I was just 18 and had the attention of someone who I liked. Moonsy did not make it clear she was uncomfortable at all. I mean it when I say this, I did not want to cause drama. I don't hate Moonsy, it's like all my life. Well, I would hate her. So here's a video debunking the grooming, I guess. Whoa. Okay, well, I assume this is about someone that isn't Moonsy. This is some other girl. Please, please, please ignore the DM above. It was when you were on Lover Host. Ha ha ha, hi. No, please stop. I'm crying. So here he's showing me like it's real. So we can actually read these DMs. No, please stop. I'm crying. Hello. It's okay, man. How are you doing today? Pretty good, to be honest. Really tired at 7 a.m. How about you? Hopefully you're just waking up and not just barely getting ready to go to bed. I'm doing good. I haven't slept. I have bad insomnia, which isn't fun, and I'm glad to hear. Rip, insomnia is the worst. You got it too. I've had it since I was a kid. I absolutely hate it. I'm gonna try to sleep right now, but I'll talk to you more tomorrow. Have a good night. Mine's on the milder side, but I have to take melatonin tabs to help me sleep. Talk to you when you wake up. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, I don't know which. It's kind of middle of the night for me, or both. Good morning. It's 7 p.m. for me. How's your morning been? Okay, so they're just talking about your Austin show. You were so good at the Austin show. Thank you, I was so nervous. Her asking me to play, giving me her Discord. I'm a brown belt in Jiu-Jitsu and a blue in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I can teach you. Oh, that would be so dope. We should play
A
my
blue belt?
sometime, bro. Here's my... Girls are safe, bro.
Check out my Liger
Play Among Us with
bow
us.
staff skills.
We're playing at 7. Which voice channel should I join? You're really sweet. I can't wait. It'll be super fun. We played Among Us, and our chats were shipping us. She then decided to tweet asking about me taking her on a Minecraft date. I'm playing the bit so hard, she says. Oh, it's a bit and less. So they like me. They're clearly like they're more than buddy maxing right now. Okay, they're comebacks. Scrolling through the DMs here. Me asking for her Snapchat, her saying she doesn't give it out, me responding respectfully. You have a Snap? I do, it has personal stuff on it, so I don't give it out. She tweeted something flirty at Carl Jacobs. I half jokingly wrote, ouch, as I was becoming interested in her. Oh wow, he apologized a lot. I don't like having beef with others either. Let's just be friends at the end of the day. I'm done to drop all this if you are, sorry. After this went down, I was kicked from an SMP because she found me uncomfortable. And again, DMs are trying to resolve the issue and again apologizing. Moonsy's older than me. I did not groom Moonsy in any way. I simply liked it. Girl and was flirting, which was reciprocated. I made a joke remark about her being flirty with Carl. Made her uncomfortable, and I was kicked off the SMP. I've not spoken to Moonsy in 4 years. I've not interacted with the community at all in 3 years. I saw tweets that thought I did this from 18 till she was 22. That is not true. We have flirty conversations for 9 days, and 20 days later I was kicked from an SMP for inappropriate DMs. The girl that came forward for grooming was debunked years ago, and readers under the tweet are aware these were debunked, but choose to not mention it to her in replies. I saw people who knew of me reply to this mention. I cleared my name of those allegations, but they were hidden below all the other replies. The people doing damage control wasn't anything to even do with her. It was to do with the grooming allegations, which I've linked the full unlisted video, which has 1.3k likes and 22 dislikes. I enlisted it when I moved on from the community. I was not perfect. I probably did make people uncomfortable, and for that I apologize. I was an 18-year-old kid that grew up in Northern Irish culture. I went from 4 viewers to 340 in 2 weeks of streaming. I was new to this, made a lot of mistakes, realized it wasn't for me. I didn't like the person I was portraying, so I quit. Here's the final DMs. Okay. Alright, so this is him apologizing, basically. You can no longer, I guess you blocked him or something. I mean, it's kind of nothing, right? Basically a giant nothing, but she's saying she was groomed. Where's the evidence of being groomed? Moonsy and Draggy were both 18 years of age when these alleged events occurred, contradicting to her claim of his grooming tendencies. That's awesome, dude. That's so base, dude. Comment copped. Oh, yeah, yeah. So I guess it's pretty clear to me that that was just nothing. Literal nothing burger. No grooming could have possibly taken place. Maybe Moonsy's freshly 18. Yeah, dude. Maybe Moonsy's freshly 18. She just wanted to be involved, dude. Some people just want to be on the bandwagon. They just want to feel like they're a part of something, you know what I'm saying? You want to feel like they're a part of the allegations. Regarding George, you asked for consent before tickling your friends. Never. Never would I do that, dude. I tickle my friends without consent. With that being said, I think it's time to join the call. Hello.
Turkey Tom.
How's it going?
It's going fantastic. You guys want to start off as kind of like an ad hoc panel, kind of just discussing, I guess, the space right now and all the stuff that's been happening?
Yeah.
The last couple days.
Yeah. So,
Me and Tom, we had a conversation yesterday. I just want to fill Chud in, where I called Tom and I'm like, dude, George apologized. And he was like, what?
I didn't believe you.
Yeah. Because he just woke up. You could hear him like he had it in his voice. And I'm like, dude, George apologized. And he's like, you're with me, right? Like, there's no way that guy apologized. Your statement sucked, right? And we were just sitting there, we're like, no way. And you're like, what, dude, what the? And we just went back and forth for like 20 minutes before we were like, this is still ridiculous.
It is still ridiculous, but it's also like these guys, because like if they're not going to defend themselves, like what the I'm supposed to defend them?
Yeah, it's absurd. I don't feel bad for the Minecrafters, and I feel like that's got to be the major takeaway before we even get started here. Is like these guys have beyond done this to themselves. I'm not sweating this at all.
I felt bad for them until that. And also, I haven't even heard the Dream crying thing yet, but I understand he cried on the community thing.
There was some time, like, people asking questions about like the relation to. They were asking questions about like when the timing was, if they had spoken about it. These guys live together, right? They've obviously spoken about it. If I am guessing, they probably didn't sleep all night, and they probably just sat there being like, "What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?" That George message that we're gonna look at did not look like it was something that was prepared. It didn't look like something that any of them were like looking at. Like this was something that they did very much on a whim, and then Dream fired up a panic stream or whatever.
But I don't understand why he's panicking.
Because it didn't fix his situation, so he ulted.
Well, it's not going to fix it when the people that are acting against you are bad faith, dishonest, like losers.
I don't want to get too serious straight away, okay? But you guys don't understand the Thrones theory on this whole drama.
The Thrones theory.
Yeah.
Like, where are you?
Coined by philosophers. I'm by the snow.
This whole thing is better interpreted not as actual genuine allegations, etc., but it's all about the kind of beef and the drama between the UK and the US Minecraft communities, or like the Dream SMP community and whoever the AMZ Tubbo freaks are associated with, whatever their server is. I think that's what this is all about fundamentally.
Yeah, there is a beef I understand between them. It's sort of like it's also like Tommy Innit is like not cool with Dream anymore, and like Quackity's not cool with Dream anymore. So there's kind of like that kind of war there.
Exactly. And I think that, like, so for example, everyone was like, why did Dream jump on the Wilbur Soot train on Wilbur Soot? I think it's because it was like a shot across the bow to that community of British Minecraft creators to be like, oh, unlucky. I think so, yeah. I think that there's a lot of that sort of thing happening.
Well, notice how this time, literally
leveraging that the entire time since like Dream was responding.
Notice how none of them are like defending each other at all. Like, do you find that weird?
Well, no, I don't, because I think they're more worried about their own. They're worried about their own like how they're
little maggots. They're desperate little maggots that don't want, it's all self-preservation, isn't it?
Well, we had to deal with 3 insufferable years of these people saying stan culture was good, that there's nothing wrong with being a super fan of something and all that stuff. And now, like, that's come home to roost or whatever, but, like, all of them are aware of it. They're just deathly afraid they're the next one to go.
Well, it's biting them in the... Because for years, they would apologize and pander to everything that these people made them do, right? Literally, how many... Okay, do you remember, like, 2021? How many times did Dream apologize that year? Probably 10.
Well, it took Dream getting smeared as a... to come around and say, like, hey, I just this all.
It took 3 years of him being smeared as a... And now, they clearly didn't learn their lesson, because with this... Okay, George, to be clear, what he did was he cuddled with an adult who was drunk while he was also drunk, and he touched her stomach. That is not assault.
Yeah.
That is not assault, abuse. And they're cowering to these 14-year-olds and the like British kid with acne on his face who screams, "You fucking assaulted my friend!"
Yeah, but they have to. That's the audience. They're all parasocially attached.
But the thing is, like, Dream pushed. He like beat it for like a month. Like, he beat them. Like, he got them. The video's positively received. Everyone from like normal YouTube, like Critical, covers it and was like, okay, base video, like, you're right. The allegations are dumb or whatever. Like, he got them, and then no matter what,
but
without fail, he is. But like, George Not Found's response. I mean, obviously, like, there were some people who didn't like it, but it's not like his career was in jeopardy. It's not like he was losing like a ton of subscribers over it.
I think there's stuff behind the scenes, of Thrones stuff we didn't see that contributed to what happened, but I can't speak on that.
Not
exactly.
to interject, but I'm building a Minecraft house on tipsters and revenue income right now. I'm building a dirt house, so if you guys want to...
Okay, right. Can we just agree how many tipster references this stream?
We need to start having like a little tipster counter that like goes off or whatever, and it's like... Beep, beep, beep.
Can I get an note real quick?
Oh god, I don't know. Can I? Hold on. Let me see.
There's no way you don't have it ready to go. There's literally 0% chance.
Oh, that was not the right button!
That was not the right button.
That was not the right one.
Yo! I don't want to get too off track. But I actually did watch the commentary aids supercut of the Augie stream about Tipster. So, yeah. I think
How was that? Was it good?
Now. What are your thoughts?
I mean, yeah, well, my thought on Tipster was he's a bumbling, constantly stepping into rakes. And my belief was confirmed by that.
He's also like a liar, though. He's also like, he's more evil.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, he definitely lies to get himself out of trouble, right? And post hoc changes the story, so that's very cringe.
Yeah.
But evil? We call him evil? I think
I mean, okay, I think, okay. Is he evil personally? No. Is Keffels evil, and is he defending that person? Yes, so yes.
Right, okay. Yeah.
I mean, if you're friends with someone who sends hormones to children and constantly defend them for their lolly takes, like, what do you think that person is?
Kiwi Farm Steak, hello?
I referred to him as a concentration camp guard for a while, and I really think that's a pretty accurate description of him.
Oh, I'm in the fucking snow!
Wait, what the f***? How did Smaggle get in here?
I don't know, dude. He hacked.
What the f***? You let Smaggle in here?
He hacked.
No, he just spawned in front of me. What the f*** is he doing?
Wait, he has powers?
You know, he just spawned.
Dude, he's just looking at me.
True Gaming United says George seems weak-willed. George is weak-willed. They're all
Once I have
pussies.
the dirt house built and we're like safe for a couple seconds, then I'll start sharing screen and we can start reviewing.
Andrew Riggs in chat says, ask Nick if he would rather apologize for tickling allegations or moderate a Keffels Discord.
I feel like that's a pretty easy answer. Wouldn't you immediately go for the tickling allegations?
I think I would tickle and not apologize. I can't stop tickling.
I can't stop. I can't stop.
I can't stop tickling and biting women.
On the topic of the George stuff, just to go back to my schizo theory, is I think that Amesy person is a central linchpin in all of this in terms of pushing these people to make these allegations.
I do notice, like, I mean, if she was seeing this, she'd be like, well, I'm just doing this because I support victims, but... Actually, does she even talk like... No, she is British, yeah. If you look at...
She sounds more autistic, but yeah.
If you look at her replies, every single time there's, like, an allegation, no matter, like, who it is or what it is, or if it's, like, true or false, she's there. She's always there. She's always, like, there to support.
Wait, who? Which one is that?
Amesy, the girl with the beanie.
Yeah, who did she accuse?
She didn't accuse anyone. She's just, like, she's always there for these things.
Oh.
Like, she's always in the replies, like, you're so strong. She was the one who was, like, spamming out, like, silence is not consent, silence is not consent, silence is not, like, that person.
But wait, did you find it a little bit concerning or interesting, at least, that there's, the connection between the Wilbur allegations and the, which ones? George ones. Because the person said, like, oh, you need to come out about this. Like, the Wilbur person got involved with Katie.
Was she involved? I thought Katie just said she was, like, inspired or something.
I could have... Wait, did she say inspired? We can go back.
I thought she said something about just being inspired. I mean, I mean, the thing is, you have to understand, like, not to say that this makes their stories more or less valid, but none of the girls coming out have had, like, big audiences. Like, Katie has no audience.
Well, no, the first girl has 1 million subs. She's
yes,
not worth the viewership.
but she's not averaging very good views. So these were not, like, big known creators. Like, we had never heard of any of them, right? But we obviously knew who Dream and Jordan found her. We had never heard of these girls. I had never heard of them. Ever. No idea. Zero contact. And so now they're getting a lot of attention online. And to be honest, if I had to place my bets on who was guilty versus who wasn't, I would probably say Wilbur over George. Actually, I would definitely say Wilbur over George. Even though, you know, I'm still open to the idea that he's innocent.
Okay, but the problem is, Tom, you're too believing of women, I'm afraid to say, Tom.
I'm too believing of women?
Yes, absolutely.
What do you mean?
We were on this issue before, you and me.
That's our problem here on Ultimate Review. We usually love about women too much,
Well-
and that kind of like messes with our.
If what you're talking about, Chud, is the super mega thing where I wasn't steadfast ready to come out. I guess the thing is I'm one who likes to wait, you know, a little longer. I know you like to f around a little bit more, but I just like to wait, you know. I like to know. I like to have it dead to rights.
Really? Because according to Twitter, under your tweets about this, people say you don't seem to like to wait. It seems like you're pretty against the idea of consent.
Have they been saying that? Ignoring the replies.
That's what everyone's saying.
Face, dude. Let's go.
No, sure. I do see where you're coming from. Like, getting to hear the response means you can feel, you know, coherent to get the benefit of just watching the woman stream and on a.
Well, I mean, because if you take Wilbur's response, like, he's either the most innocent person ever or guilty, right? Like, these are the two options.
Well,
but what, okay,
his
what
massive
was he guilty of?
contradiction is on whether he was guilty or not.
What'd you say, Nick?
Well, so what he said is my ex-girlfriend's thoughts are valid. Well, his ex-girlfriend thinks she was abused by him.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, why would you open your response saying
That's the problem.
that? Now, I will say he did in the second
He says,
part
I
of it.
deny the abuse, but her feelings are valid. But her feelings were that she was
Oh,
abused.
beds are.
It's a
Oh,
backhanded
beds are tier
confession.
one,
I don't
huh?
know what
Well,
it
it is kind of a
They changed that.
one
makes
thing.
him indefensible.
One thing you have to understand about these communities is like, you always, if you're gonna win, you always have to like say like, feelings are always valid, people's experiences are always valid, and you also have to say like, and also support victims. Like that's why George ended his statement with like support victims, because if you don't say that, then you're like a piece of. If you don't say that like after every breath, so you could read it that way. But I will say like, if you feel if I felt I was being falsely accused, I would never in a million years openly say your feelings are valid. Like no, if you think you're being falsely accused, then her feelings are invalid. I think Katie's feelings are invalid. Right. As for Shovel, I don't. You know, I just feel like I need more. But for Katie, I mean,
But
her
that's
feelings are
fair. It's just
definitely
by that logic, then George is also guilty because he conceded to Katie in the end, right?
Well, the difference there is like I know all the specific events now, and I know outright that Katie lied about a specific detail and have proof for it, right? Which is the cuddling,
okay, sure.
right? So it's like it's more cut and dry there. With Wilbur, it's like I feel like it's still up to interpretation. I don't know all the details, you know.
Well, no. What is he think he's guilty of exactly?
What do I? Oh, you mean what does she think he's guilty of?
No, sure. You know, you said you think Will was guilty. What do you think Will was guilty of exactly?
I don't think he's necessarily guilty. I said I'm open to the idea of it. And as for what that would be, I mean, I guess like repeatedly biting her after she didn't want to be bitten, and you know, going too far with that. That would be it.
Wilbur is a freak who bites people, and I don't understand why people just write. People are like, oh, Nick's real fixated on the biting. Yeah, because it's the most normal part of this. It's the most difficult to navigate. It's
Well, Nick, we all know you're very vanilla in bed, okay? Sure.
Dude, that's what people are writing. They're very vanilla in bed because they don't realize this isn't a sexual thing. This guy's mother's like.
I mean, it is sexual, but it's also
a biter.
it's also not. It's like both.
My son's a biter. It's not on purpose or whatever. Like what? Like what? How did your son get out of the 4th grade being a biter? Like the allegation is, if it stands as is, Wilbur turned to her and said, "I'm a biter. That's who I am. I'm not changing." That is if that's even like 1% true, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. So, yeah, dude, when she says, hey, I'm starting to think that, like, this situation with Wilbur, maybe he was lying to me, right? Because he says that, like, the biting wasn't, like, it was out of his control or whatever, or it was out of love or something like that. But then I noticed he started biting harder, and in times he was hurting me, right? So, given I don't kind of believe his whole biting mechanics as described, I'm more inclined to believe that her perspective on that might be the correct one, because I can't wrap my head around someone who just bites people. I think there has to be an ulterior motive, because that's an important thing that's going on.
Okay, so I think if you want to say he's a weirdo biter guy, I always said I agree with that part of it, right? It's the framing
Yeah, I don't
of
know
it
if he's a
in the most
domestic
extreme terms.
abuser,
Yes,
but
exactly.
I think he's a freak.
Yeah. Sure, I can break bread with that.
Because, I mean, again, like, I've had Blues Dan come on and call in, and he's like, yeah, I've seen him, like, walk up to friends of his at the bar and, like, bite them.
Wait, he said that?
Blues Dan called into my stream and
I
said
didn't know
he's
that.
seen
What
him
the?
bite people in public.
What the effing?
People he
poop?
knows, but people he's not
Yeah.
dating. And it's like, well, I mean,
He bites
why
his
are all the
friends?
Minecraft YouTubers, like, apparently all the Minecraft YouTubers knew this guy just bites people, and it was only a problem when the girl was like, well, I actually didn't like being bitten.
Apparently, all the Minecraft YouTubers have rabies.
Yeah, so again, I hope this guy puts out a better statement, because again, this is based off of his one horrible statement and the girl's statement, and he's been radio
Do you think he will say anything?
No, I think he's gonna sue her into oblivion. We're never actually gonna know, but that guy's always gonna be known as the weird guy who bites.
Really? You think he's gonna sue her?
I mean, if he hasn't said anything yet, that's all signs point to yes.
I mean, either that or he's literally just like assaulting this.
No, these guys.
He's doing a chugga convoy. He's doing a chugga convoy, isn't he? Just off for
I feel like it's possible he's just off for a while. Like, does he seem like a? I mean, does he seem like a vindictive, like strong, like let's get him type, or does it seem like I'm gonna cry in my room?
I mean, yeah, it's every UK YouTuber.
I'm gonna go bite my mom, me nan, bite me nan.
Okay, these British accents. Come on now.
Wait.
Listen, there's no Yanko. Well, I suppose you've got Dream and stuff, but they just sound like kind of normal American. These people are particularly irritating British accents, aren't they? So
yeah, they are. Can you blame me, dude?
All right, I've got our thing open now. What do you guys want to hit first? Do you guys want to go back through the George thing on like 1.5 to kind of reiterate that? Who here is already seen? Okay.
I think.
All right, you've been overruled, Tom.
I just want to see the dream.
What do you think? Yeah, okay.
Right,
I agree.
Dream
Get the dream thing. Yeah.
All right. So the order of events was the girl puts out her stream. We reacted to this live. Me and Chud Logic just happened to be live while we were watching it. We were all panicking. Nobody wanted to say anything.
Thank you, Ginger Coon, for becoming a member.
It was happening all in real
Thank you,
time.
somebody, for gifting
So
a membership.
All of us were like vaguely like, yeah, that might
She was
be
very
bad.
too weak against the
Or it
white
could
women
be not
tears.
as
What can I
bad.
say? I love them.
Who knows?
We
didn't even know.
I love white women. Favorite kind.
Yeah, the white woman's tears affected
Most beautiful thing God created. Tom, you need to watch Fully Cooley to destroy Vosh. I got Doug Walking Critical to do it. No, you can.
Or a couple
To be
hours
honest, I have no desire to watch Fully Cooley. Since niggas calling tips for Holocaust guard, I'm going to mention that he supports famous animal lover Michael Vick.
And then after everyone was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. The Katie person put out a Discord update, followed by an actual update, and that made George come out and concede. Following George's concession, we got this dream space.
How long is this?
It's 40 minutes. When we're done, we'll just go to the end when he tries.
Jesus.
I'm gonna put it on 125 to start, and we'll adjust from there.
Letting people join for a minute.
Sorry, I've got something important to say, guys. You could say that this space was his nightmare.
Damn.
Who the fuck is this guy again? Why do we have him here? Is this Fraser?
Sorry, I'll be quiet.
I guess you could call Chris Tyson your worst nightmare, Mr. Beast.
More like Dream was taken and against his will.
More like Dream took his girl.
Dude, that was another thing. We're gonna talk about this at some point tonight, but somebody put out a twit longer to expose Dream for allegedly his girlfriend, and then was promptly bullied into deleting it. And that was like a solid 20 minutes of like really funny memes.
People in my chat are donating just to call Chud unfunny. That's crazy.
Well, if you want to call Chud unfunny, I'm also streaming.
Fuck off,
My 1,700 closest friends and family for all your contributions thus far. Let's get it going.
You guys know I'll be talking. I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes for people to come in before I start speaking. This is what I'm gonna be talking about for a second, and then I have a lot to say, so this will probably be a long space. This isn't scripted or planned, so I'm sorry.
We know it. Okay, it is very obvious as we progress. This is Dream
GP and the
wants
TC anymore.
So he wants everyone to believe everything he does isn't calculated. I think typically he usually thinks, overthinks, and prepares well thought out responses when it comes to like really when his ass is really on the line.
This doesn't seem like that.
But if he wanted to prove that he can do things rashly, this is a very good example of that.
Pause or stumble over my words or anything. I'm just going to be speaking from my feelings and my thoughts, and so I know every word will probably be analyzed, but just know that this is just me and my pure thoughts, and it's not. I don't know exactly what I'm going to say. First things first, I just want to, as quickly and as the very first thing I do, I want to be is.
By the way, another allegation has hit the tower. Okay,
you're kidding.
I'm learning about this live right now. It's not one of sexual nature, but supposedly they investigate. Are you familiar with the Quackity Union thing?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I saw this. Yeah,
So
the
Omni
French
put out a
whatever.
tweet saying the French government might potentially take action now
That's crazy.
because they looked it they looked it over or something and they deemed that like they can proceed with.
Wait, but the
whatever.
thing I don't understand is I thought it was like unpaid moderators.
I don't know. I think it was work for like maybe moderators, but not like channel moderators, like moderators for his other. Does he do like Minecraft still?
I think he has like a server.
Literally just told himself, holy dude, you gotta try Vivance. All right.
True.
Say that I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Katie. I'm sorry for in any way whatsoever that I contributed to your pain. I just would like to make it clear that
Can we just
until
talk, like, these guys were so confident yesterday. What changed? What
Something behind the
changed?
scenes. Something behind the scenes is
It
going
had
on,
to
but
be
we
something
can't
behind
see.
the scenes.
Something we don't know about definitely went on. But like, what the could it be? Like, did someone else?
Did like, I didn't know her age. Here, someone had a wristband on.
Okay, could it have been like?
Yeah.
Let's theory craft. Maybe someone else was gonna come forward and was like, unless you admit to this, I'm gonna come forward about something else. Like, is there another girl? Like, what could possibly be the reason to change the tune so quickly? Because like Dream has dealt with public pressure before and he didn't crack, right? Like
Yeah, and they cracked in like 24 hours. It makes no sense.
exactly. So there's got to be something we're missing. Let's just add Dream to the call.
It could just be. Get Dream. Yeah, come on, Nicholas, send him a message.
Believe me, I tried to reach out to him.
Okay.
I haven't gotten a response from him.
But I haven't gotten a response either, which I get. But
okay, if we're doing Occam's razor, this explanation is just the backlash was too bad and he couldn't withstand.
But like,
that's what I think.
The backlash that Dream got was people reevaluated the Nicholas Cantu thing, because you guys remember this crazy kid who was in the car and was like, I'm a statue erected in gold, you're granted sand in the Sahara Desert. People pulled a clip from that they say Dream like took out, where Nicholas Cantu's like, didn't you cover that assault thing from like Tubbo or something? And people are linking that, being like, okay, so this is actually, it wasn't about Tubbo or Sapnap, it was about George Not Found. People are thinking Dream covered it up somehow, so that seems to be like maybe the impetus, but the Nicholas Cantu guy is like nuts, so I don't know why they're even taking him seriously. Like, this is like, Nicholas Cantu's a kid who was like having like a manic breakdown in the public, and his friends were like egging him on, supporting him because he was like owning the epic Dream, and then had to like leave the internet due to like mental health reasons probably. And like, this is the guy we're supposed to believe now, right? Like, someone who just had some random rumor. And the idea that Dream would cover up assault is also like, do you not think that in his position he would be scared of death? Of
There's only
like
one
that?
person I know who would be in a situation where like someone's assaulted somebody tangentially near their own group and would just not say anything about it or cover up. Okay, and I don't think Tipster's involved in this drama.
Okay, buddy.
That's number two. Number two.
She can do no wrong. She can do no wrong. Wait, no, all right. In my defense, actually, I can't say that. That's a leak. I can't leak that. Never mind. But Matt Pitt in chat brought up a really good point. He said it could be an overcorrection over the bracelet thing.
Fuck was
Because
that?
he did kind of get the bracelet thing wrong, but then I listened back to it,
I need stone.
and it doesn't actually. He said that someone in the group had a 21.
We've got to go out and try and
then
get
he showed a
stone, and I don't want to.
But then
he
he said
showed
it
a
was the girl,
photo,
yeah.
and I think that people thought, oh, we're saying that's them, but it wasn't them, right?
But the thing is, even if that was wrong, it doesn't change the cuddling thing, which is the biggest thing. Which is, she was cuddling with him on the couch for an hour. She got up several times and then went back to cuddling with him.
All right, this is the hard part.
Like, she left that out of her statement. She left that out of her statement.
We're all taking a hard stance on this, whether you like it or not. We're not beating around it. We're going to ask the panel. Do you think it is assault to put your hand up a girl's shirt after cuddling with her on the couch for an hour? Okay?
Of course it is. Of course it
Not
is.
touching a breast, touching somewhere between the stomach and like the rib cage. Okay?
I mean, it obviously isn't. It's a standard like move you might do when you're visiting someone up, right? But I do think, and this is something that I think's been missed a bit, is there does seem to be some sort of groupie culture in the Minecraft community, just by roughly looking at it.
Do you think they're groupies? Do you think they're awkward losers who don't really know how to interact
I'm
with
starving in the game.
Well, they're probably not.
Do you have food? I need food like now. Or die.
They're probably not groupies in like, you know, the sense of like rock bands in the 70s, you know, 14-year-olds getting by rock stars. But, you know, I just use that in the kind of loosest possible sense, in that, you know, they're people knocking about the community that got smaller channels that, you know, the older guys, the bigger guys probably feel they've got some I don't know how to put this without sounding bad. They walk into the room, they expect to get their dick sucked. Not that extreme, but you see what I'm getting at.
I mean, the allegations, we've heard this from several different women who've said, like, you guys brag about having minors in your DMs. Smaggle, did you just punch me in Minecraft? Do you want to be employed here? Do you want to be the head mod?
Dude, Smaggle has been with me. He hurt me. Smaggle's the literal groupie that we're going to use later. And he's fishing at us already.
But yeah, I think that, you know, if you've got like an 18-year-old who is trying to get somewhere, as long as there's no happening, I mean, they're an adult as far as I'm concerned. You know, they make their own decision. And this freshly 18 thing is so cringe.
It's my favorite new phrase. I think it's so funny.
Bro,
when I see people write freshly 18.
It's literally that meme where the guy's like, you sick. She was 18 years old in one day from like Law and Order, like screaming.
Yeah.
And like, dude, it's just like, I think the only reason people are saying this is because everyone involved has convinced themselves that they are in the right and they're not talking to outside influences. Like, do you think these people have like a 35-year-old talking to them being like, you're...
I'm not. I think they do now, maybe against their will, but there is a 35-year-old saying that all these people are. And I have to say, as much as people say I've been glazing for the last 24 hours, dude, after me and Tom sat in that call and we were like, what the? Reiterate all the same talking points that we've been saying for 2 days. Literally, without seeing any content, without knowing anything about the situation. Just
we didn't even tell him to
the same conclusion. I was like, okay, all right, we're good. Okay, I'm not crazy. I haven't lost my mind. We haven't become pro overnight. Other people are saying this is crazy.
I mean, yeah, it's a very normal take for people that have engaged in, you know, sexual relationships and stuff to have, is that, you know, this stuff just kind of happens, and it's not, you know, the way she was crying on stream. I watched the Destiny, and yeah, like the way she's crying on stream, it's insane.
You would think he went. You would think he went gorilla mode and like ripped a hole in her pants and just like went right for the He was like going like ape
to the throat.
You stop with who invented gorilla? This is the second time in 24 hours that you've said gone gorilla mode.
Well, I imagine a gorilla would be rather aggressive. Are you drawing some link to something else, Nick?
No, I'm just like, wait, is gorilla mode like a thing? Is it like a Zoomer thing? Like
you just go gorilla mode. Sometimes you can consensually go gorilla mode too. It happens, you know. Some girls like when you go gorilla mode.
Is that like the what was the old one? Goblin mode. I'm gonna play this clip that's got the internet screaming right now. I put this out, and I have been in the trenches fighting with teenagers for the last 24 hours. I had people tell me that they were gonna like. Wait, hold on. Let me read this one. I got like a hilarious death threat. They said, "You're lucky. This is the only thing that happened. I will f you with a knife and let that and tell you that you're lucky it wasn't a machete or something like that." Right? Like I have people sending me.
Is that like a child if you go to their account?
Let's just say the knife. They're the biggest riff from that knife. That's for sure. Anyway.
Well, no, they're all
okay.
And all these people are like, "Oh my god, I can't believe 2 middle-aged men are saying that this girl's trauma." I'm like, oh, okay. So you think 27 and 35 are middle-aged? Okay, because you're on a cocktail of different antidepressants. You'll yourself like shortly after you turn 20 if you're not taking your medication. That's why you think that 35 is middle-aged. Okay, because that's probably farther than you'll ever say.
You are lucky.
Oh, I just got so sidetracked with that. Sorry.
Okay, but honestly, it's fine because the Twitter discourse around this has been cancer. It's been cancerous, like absolutely insane. Yeah. I saw people. Okay, so obviously, like the way that these cancellations work is when someone gets called out for something, everything they've ever done gets brought up, right? Like whether it's like genuinely a bad thing they did, or it's like there's this person on Twitter. What is their name? I know their name, but I can't remember it. They tweeted out being like, "Don't forget when this sick freak," referring to George Not Found, made fun of Technoblade's passing in front of his dad by making like a sound effect. And then you watch the clip, and it's like Tommy in it and him and whatever, and they're all laughing about it and clearly don't care. And so this person's first thought when they see someone in drama is like, well, let's bring up the tragic passing of this guy I did not know to police, like whether or not they can joke about it. Like it's literally a retread of the Super Mega.
He walked up to Tommy and it's not Tommy yet, to Technoblade's dad and just went, "Dude, that's crazy." Oh shit!
He basically did that, and everyone on the stream was like they were laughing at him. They were fine. And like this person, like people love to get mad on the behalf of other people's suicide and death, and like for their friends and police how their friends can react to it. Like this is the same with Super Mega. You remember when Daniel died or whatever, and then Lex is like, "Oh well, they were joking about his death," and it's like it's not your place. to like argue like what they can and can't do. It's not your friend, it's their friend. But this is like something people are obsessed with doing. It's sickening.
Yeah.
It's like actually sickening. Like, and I hate to, you know, moral F over this stuff. Like, it is actually sickening.
Dude,
No, you're absolutely right. It's absurd, and you know you see it with everyone that's come forward, even with Wilbur. Is that everything comes out of the closet. Like all these old clips get recontextualized as well. You probably wanted to something here, and it's like what are you on about? Like this clip was fine at the time, and it's all being post hoc
Oh, I
changed.
forgot Wilbur got accused of too. Whatever. That didn't go anywhere, did it? It was just like a day. Everyone's like,
It got
oh,
100,000 likes. I mean,
yeah, but like I haven't heard a single piece of discussion about that.
well, because as soon as that came out, we had a new allegation like the next day.
Man, 100,000 likes on Twitter. I mean, this subject is not doing gangbusters. I think I still did better last drama in terms of viewership and stuff like that. It hasn't really translated super well to YouTube. Maybe it's different for you guys, but I mean, I'm getting like normal numbers.
I mean, stream viewers have been good. Stream viewers have been good. I've been getting like 2,500 to 3K live.
Stream viewers have been fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that's because you look like a Minecraft YouTuber, don't you?
Yes, that's why. Because they think I'm gonna be the next one on the list, so they're not getting invested.
Well, also,
No, but-
I think part of it is like this is it just like is so it's so fleeting. Like it's literally like it's like on Twitter. Like one day we're talking about the guy who self-immolated or whatever, and then the next day we're talking about Sydney Sweeney's boobs. Like it's just as fast. People don't have attention span.
It's a discourse cycle, yeah.
No, but what I'm trying to point out is that like on Twitter though, every tweet is banging. Like every single one, dramatically more. Like we have like I mean I don't usually get like 10K like tweets, and I think I've had like 3 of them this week.
But there's no big videos about it.
That's the thing is I feel like most of this drama, you say 100,000 likes on Twitter, I think it's only on Twitter. Like I don't think it's really translated well to any other form of social media. Maybe TikTok, I'm not viewing it there, but I don't think these people have that much power outside of that one specific.
No, I would agree. It is kind of like a Keffels phenomenon where the power is
Well,
the power is
Dream
only
Stand representation on YouTube. It's the biggest Dream Stand channel. None. There are none.
Maybe.
There's literally Dream. So, if Dream wanted to continue uploading as usual, he'd probably be fine right now on YouTube.
Yeah, you're right, but he hasn't uploaded in years anyway, so I don't know what the fuck.
Jalen is the one.
Oh,
Jalen
Baegon.
is the only Dream Stand.
Jalen is my goat.
I can't believe Smaggle just ran all the way up to me to give me a shovel because I didn't like how I was strip mining.
Dude, Smaggle is the goat. Okay.
I think because these allegations are made so easily, they are very kind of like unsubstantial. It's like one gets made, another gets made, another gets made, and yeah, I'd forgotten about the allegation against Wilbur.
Yeah, you're right. 'Cause, like, I had even forgotten too because we immediately went to the biting thing, and that was like the thing that she
No,
said.
the biting thing was first.
Yeah. The thing that the other girl said is like he like, took her clothes off without consent, and then she woke up and didn't know what happened. That's way more serious. I forgot that even. This is other. Like I have the same brain as these people. Like just on to the next thing.
Yeah.
That's
And
the thing.
obviously
People
Wilbur
writing me about this board situation. They're like, you don't understand. All right, dude, Tom, what the?
What?
I got a nice strip mine, and you're mining diagonal. What are you doing here? It's in a straight. Oh man, you are the most non-neat miner that I know. You are the worst miner in this story.
Major minor podcast, dude. This is it. Do we want to keep listening to the Twitter space? Because we kind of got pretty sidetracked.
Yeah. Actually, at first I want to play the clip. This is the clip that got everyone freaking out today because we were talking about like our take and involving the actual situation that happened with George.
Like, why are you leaking this? Like, you are lucky. You're lucky that was the only thing that
Thank
happened.
you, Bebop.
This is such a lucky lesson learned. Like, okay, I was underage, drinking. I was already pretty dumb. Probably shouldn't go back to the hotel rooms with guys alone. Some guy kind of like felt me up a little bit, but nothing happened.
Mari, who is
That is a
Jacob
lucky
Bell?
scenario.
No idea who
That's
this
lucky. Nothing happened. You're good. Like, holy, what an easy way to learn a lesson without anything insane happening. Okay, what the?
I assured myself that I was just being sensitive about it all, that it wasn't a big deal.
You
But
are.
it only kind of
It's
so
not.
far. I felt dirty in a way that I couldn't wash off.
Dude, his face is so good. Right?
Bro, where did she get the what diary was she reading? Like, oh, I felt dirty in a way that could never come. I could never be clean again. Like, who gave her this language? There's no way she's writing this. Oh, bro, come on.
Right. So people are like taking this and they're saying like, oh, Destiny is saying that it's like totally. What Destiny is basically saying here that just because she was only assaulted a little bit, suddenly it's not bad, and we don't.
People are also saying like, oh, so she's lucky because she got assaulted by a creator, and it didn't go further.
They're 100. Destiny's 100% saying that she wasn't assaulted. She almost could have been assaulted if there was a room full of different people under different circumstances.
But there's not.
Yeah, so he's not like dismissing sexual. He's not downplaying assault. He's dismissing it.
I was
It's not.
I wasn't really woke to how performative her stream was before George's response, but now that if you watch this and you recontextualize it, given what happened and what she's crying about, it's like insane. The poetry is really crazy. Like
Yeah, dude,
literally writing a poem.
How do you even I felt dirty in a way that I couldn't be washed off.
What is that?
There are people who heard that statement thinking she got assaulted in some way.
Yeah, no, people are thinking that he was gorilla mode. That's a gorilla mode statement.
Like, what do you mean? You couldn't wash off his handprint when he tickled your stomach?
All right.
His name's Tried Logic. He knows how they think.
The other thing as well that really undermines her tears here is all of the messages after where she didn't even say anything negative really to him, you know, and even to other people she was
Even
like, oh yeah,
the messages she released looked like she'd already been talked in, like she was being talked into it.
yes, that Amesy person. I'm telling you, Amesy is the, you know, the
I've had a lot of people telling me they think Amesy is like responsible for all this.
Amesy's like the Hyojin, right?
Literally.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Slazo reference.
Do you know the Slazo thing?
I'm gonna look into it at some point, but no.
Can we
explain it?
Well, no, we should give you Cliff Notes. I think it's actually interesting because there are parallels.
Okay, go on then.
So like back in the day, like the big first false allegation that like anyone on our side of the internet took note of was Slazo. Nick, this was 2018 or 19?
Yeah.
But it was before Pro Jared came back.
Yeah, you're right.
It was before Pro Jared came back, and it was before the Bernie video that I know.
Yeah.
It was like 2018 or 19. Basically, this girl came out saying that a 19-year-old commentary YouTuber named Slazo had abused her, had been a bad boyfriend, had like raped her. She didn't really have any evidence for it, but she had like this one DM, which was out of context, where over Discord he says, "When I get home, it's over." And so that was where she said that he like assaulted her in a movie theater or something.
Thank you.
In a park, like it was all this. And eventually, people started investigating it and looking into it, and it was pretty clear that, I mean, he was a boyfriend, but that's about all you could say. There was no abuse. Also, people were saying it was grooming when they were 2 years apart in age, I believe. I think when they started dating, he was 17, she was 15. When they finished, he was 18, she was 16, I believe, with the ages. Although my memory is kind of foggy. And sort of one of the people behind all of this was Pyrocynical's ex-girlfriend, Hyojin, who was basically like pushing allegations and talking to the girl and trying to get her to come out against Slazo and writing a lot of the statements. And we later found out way later, which is really funny, that all of that was basically projection from her because she had personally hit her boyfriend and then she left the internet after that, which is really funny.
That was, oh god,
that was such a like giga when that happened.
Yeah.
Like holy
also,
shit.
she kind of pulled the James Somerton too.
Yeah, she said she was gonna. Yeah.
Alright. So here's what happened with that. She said that she was gonna kill herself on Twitter.
This was during the Slazo stuff, during the peak of it, when my videos were popping off.
17-year-old Turkey Tom calls me in a panic, going, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" No, but what happened was.
I think I met her at 16.
Yeah, there were two people. One was her close friend, one was her boyfriend. The close friend is like, "I just saw her, she's in critical condition, I don't know if she's gonna make it." And the other guy's like, "Yeah, I just saw her, she's totally fine. They got her in time before anything happened." So we never will know what happened in that situation. We've got mixed reports depending on what of how severe that situation actually was.
We literally have no idea. Yeah.
We have no idea.
But at the time, though, I unlisted my videos because she was like, "I'm getting harassed. Whatever." I regret doing that looking back, but you know, I was in high school. It was a different time. I was scared. I was scared to have like a body on my record. I was like, you know, paranoid.
Now, if anything, I welcome it personally.
It's like a badge of honor.
Did you fall, dude?
I lived.
Is there water down there?
Yes, there was one little block of water, bro.
I'm kind of nervous because I want to go down there, but I can't tell where the water is.
I don't know how to get back up, and I'm like gonna die.
Can we? Sorry, can we listen to the call?
Give me 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. He growled at me. Wait,
Chud, how are you doing, buddy?
My computer's on my drivers. I can't play. So, sorry guys.
Alright, well, you can be in the call. That's fine.
Okay, what the fuck? Oh, damn it!
How are you doing otherwise? Have you been going gorilla mode?
Yeah, no, I can't believe things to be honest with you. Yeah, things are going good. Obviously lots of on the card, so it's always good. Just doing the thing. You know how it is. You know how it goes.
I do.
I'm so mad.
Nick, are you going gorilla mode these days, or are you more of a primate type guy?
What did you just call me?
It's just 'cause it's not because you're Italian, dude. It's not like that.
Wait, what did you call me, dude?
I said, are you going gorilla mode?
Oh.
What did you think I said?
I don't know, man. I heard, sounded like you said you did something.
Oh my god.
Did you think I just called you the N-word point blank?
Yeah, dude. That sounded like it. I mean, you've been known to do that. That's what I've heard about you on social media.
Okay, well.
I've read a lot of things.
That's just. That's just.
I appreciate how fans are using the N-word now, not the full thing.
We're not playing Fortnite, so.
No, but I heard you did like a hate crime against a guy named D'Angelo Wallace.
That's
What
true.
is the lore behind that one?
He was walking in Chicago alone at night getting bagels, and I went gorilla mode.
Dude, every day I'm like, hey, how you doing, Tom? Or whatever on Twitter, and then someone's like, do you know that he called D'Angelo Wallace the N-word? And I'm just like, that's not even close to what happened, but then I write, yeah, and?
That should be in my Wikipedia or something. Or Wikitubia.
Your Wikitubia. Yeah.
Put that at the top.
Alright. Let's get this thing back going. I want to hear Dream. Dream in his very measured response. Wait, James Somerton, a measured response.
3 days ago, whenever this first happened, I had no idea whatsoever that anything sexual took place in any way
Tom,
whatsoever.
can you teleport me where we are? I don't know where we are.
I had no idea of Katie's discomfort or anything at all until her original statement. I want to try and give some perspective for myself and on everything. I just want to make it clear that I'm not speaking for George. I'm not speaking about George either. I know he said in his tweet that he has more to say, and I don't know what that's going to be. I just want to
pause.
Okay, he knows what it's going to be. He knows what it's going to be.
He lives with
yeah.
They had a conversation. What happened is he made his statement, and Dream made his statement, and then they saw the they were getting, and then for some reason, maybe Amesy talked to them. I don't know. But they had some kind of conversation that changed everything. Like some piece of information changed everything that we don't know. We're not privy to. We might not know about. Like something weird happened. I don't know what it could possibly be, but like to flip in 24 hours from Dream writing one of his classic long Reddit posts about it to apologizing. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And it seemed he was being so tactical. He went to Dream was taken to answer this, and then all of a sudden he's like, I gotta go on my main Twitter, guys.
Strange.
About my own thoughts, my own experience, in order to give perspective to things. I think that discussions like this are important to have, because understanding is very important.
He's doing the PR thing, dude. With the
anything remotely
understanding
like
is
this,
important. He's in 2019
Neurolinguistics.
mode. Understanding is important. Conversations are important. Like, okay, dude, just what is it with the 3 minutes of fluff? Yeah, understanding is important. Next, you're gonna tell me bad.
You say 3 minutes of fluff, but we're on 2x, so this is like a
6 minutes.
Yeah.
Great. And why is Belle Delphine in the call?
Oh, she was there the whole time, dude. She was looking for the
Belle Delphine is rubbing her hands together, watching all these mainstream celebs get owned.
Do you remember the time that she DM'd Augie randomly a picture of her licking her monitor while he was on the screen?
Yeah, one time he had a debate with like some, and she messaged him and was like, "Great debate, you did a really good job." I remember talking to, God rest his soul, Too Mad about this, and he was like saying that when he was doing the photo shoot with her or whatever, he like picked her up and threw her on her bed and she giggled, and her boyfriend was like mad as f at that.
Really?
Like really pissed off. Her boyfriend took the pictures of them on the bed, dude.
Bro. Jesus Christ.
Her boyfriend was facing the BBC allegations that day.
Well, I don't know if 2Man's got a BBC. He's a big lad, isn't he? So it's probably a bit on the small side.
Well, I hear it shrinks after your post.
I almost said something crazy. I thought fat guys had big dicks. That wasn't me.
That's true.
I thought fat, you know, individuals.
It might just be an Italian.
I thought they could lay pipe like go gorilla.
What is this place? Did they get a new cave thing?
Yeah, the cave update.
Alright, well, he gets really dark and scary. I don't like it.
In the future. And so nothing that I say is to invalidate anything. Nothing that I say is to argue with anything. Anything I say is purely 100% just to show my perspective and show.
You already showed your perspective.
Find understanding with Katie, with anyone who wants to understand me as a human being, as a person.
Dude,
I'm a reasonable
what?
person.
I'm an original person.
I'm a good person. I think that I
I'm a good person.
Do good.
Tell me I'm good.
I think I'm a good person.
Tell me I'm good.
When I'm a good person, I say I'm a good person.
Necessary to explain my perspective as a person. This will probably be emotional, so I'm sorry for that as well. We'll talk a little bit about sensitive topics, so if it's sensitive to you, you know, be aware, I guess. So yeah, I want to go back to what I said before. Obviously, I had no idea about anything sexual taking place. I just want to give perspective on for my interactions at all with them. So Katie and Ghosty, I met through just a friend of mine, and they were everyone was hanging out. They were all hanging out. Actually, just to be honest, this was a very long time ago, so not everything will be perfect in terms of what I remember. I actually don't remember my first ever interactions with them. I think it was at a house party, if I remember correctly. Everyone was just drinking and having fun. And I hadn't actually been out much around VidCon because I was wearing a mask, so I hadn't really been out much around there. I think
Vaxxed.
Everyone was just having a great time, and that was it. My perspective from on them, still up until still to now, is that they were great people. They were very nice and very friendly, and very fun to be around.
Yeah, it's like a boss in the cave. You don't want to fight it. It's kind of deal.
I think I see it.
I think you should stay the f away from it because it's gonna like actually own you.
I kind of have a problem.
It can make it can make the floor move, Nick.
Yeah, I think it's doing that, but I have water here.
I think you should leave.
Okay, yeah.
The skeleton ended up getting you. Damn, Eugenia, shout out. Respect.
And that didn't change. When I say I knew,
Get around Mascator.
I had no idea that anything sexual happened. I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea. So someone mentioned about me, there was some screenshot that in Katie's post, in her second post, regarding ages, and I wasn't really concerned with anybody's ages because nothing from my perspective, nothing was happening at all. Everyone was just playing games and having fun, and just to give some insight into drinking because people mentioned underage
By the way,
drinking.
does that not sound horrible? Like, is that not the worst way to word that? Guys, I wasn't concerned with age. Everyone was having fun.
They seem mature for their age. Like honestly.
How are the kids? Yeah, that's what it sounds like. The kid. How are the Minecraft kids gonna interpret that? Like what Tom just said, or what Chud's thinking?
Katie knew what the unit circle was in pre-calc. Like she was out there. Like she's a genius. She knew advanced trig.
Her mom said she was very smart for her age.
She had a TI-84 that you can graph on and you can store Doom on it. So she clearly was.
She was able to install Super Mario Brothers on her TI-84.
So she did it herself. So clearly, just like we were all having fun.
I think you should say these girls showed up drunk to my apartment. So I think it's that you think that I should ID them and expect it, or expect them to be anywhere below the age of 21.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, is it's the Minecraft tax, isn't it? But you come up with that, Nicholas, right? That's a banging term.
Minecraft tax. Thank you.
Spot on. Exactly right for what this is. Is it worth it though? With all this you got to do.
The Minecraft.
If you can get out without being deemed a trip, you're probably set for life after 3 years of employment.
Yeah, I mean, the question is like, is $20 million worth it? I mean, maybe.
What is this forbidden Chud stream that Queeman is he doing a stream on Chud right now?
pace.
That would be crazy. I think I'm freezing right now. I'm trying to unpause, but I'm literally freezing.
I think I've always wondered like how real are these guys compared to their public persona, because
Oh, these guys all talk about privately like, yo, I can fuck every single girl in my DMs.
well, the thing is there's definitely like a very there's a very like interesting public image they cultivate of like family friendly, and it's kind of it's what you have to do to get as big as they are, right? It's what you have to do.
They're the closest thing to a red pillar that a nerd can be. They're red blocked.
Well, speaking of Cleveland, he always says about these Minecrafters, you've got to be like a sexless eunuch, and that's the only way that you can survive. Like, no sexualization ever for you.
Yeah, like Dream was literally like people were like calling him out saying he was like thirst trapping because he was posting pictures of himself just like sitting on a couch. People were like, that's thirst trapping. His chin is out. It's like his chin is always out. He can't put it away. Like he's been viewing since day one. Like, he can't put it away.
I feel like
okay.
What is
the fact mewing is mainstream is so funny because mewing is something that me and like Bedhead Bernie were talking about in like 2016. It's like an incel thing where they believe that if you press your tongue to the roof of your mouth enough and like jet out your jaw, you can strengthen your jawline, which will then put you like in the optimal position to get, because women only like you if you have like predator eyes, strong jawline, 6'4" or whatever. So they would say
they like when you go gorilla mode.
Girls do like when you go gorilla. They do. So yeah.
People in chat are saying it works, dude.
A lot of my chatters know that going gorilla mode works. Several chatters have experienced turkey mode.
Turkey mode? What is that?
That's when you use the goblin.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. Alright, let's keep going.
Anybody engages, because nothing, from my perspective, nothing was happening at all. Everyone was just, playing games and having fun. Just to give some insight into drinking, because people mentioned underage drinking. Almost everyone that was there was 21 or older. Obviously, Katie was nearly 21, and Katie was, not, obviously. But just to give insight into that, I don't know what the morally correct thing is to do with, alcohol in terms of everybody. Obviously, I think at conventions, it's pretty commonplace for people that, creators that are 18, 19, 20, whatever age to drink, I guess. I've never...
Okay. So...
He's really not helping himself out here.
Here's the thing. He's right.
He's right, but people aren't ready to hear that. Especially the, 5-year-olds in his audience who think you don't drink until you're 25.
How many minors did you drink with at TwitchCon?
None whatsoever.
No one under the age of 21? You weren't in the room with them drinking at all?
Under 21, no, not at all.
Is that just a VidCon thing?
Well, the thing is, if he was in England, aren't they all 14 when they drink?
No, he went to. Remember when he got harassed by a guy on the street when he was IRL streaming? You don't remember the clip?
I remember the clip. Well, what I will say is that before I was 21, unrelated to YouTube stuff, I wasn't drinking at all. I never touched a drop of alcohol. I didn't even know what alcohol was.
Yeah, Tom got drunk literally at one of the parties I was at.
Yeah.
Not even party. We were just at.
We were in my Airbnb. I was drinking with a bunch of.
Oh, we almost got you thrown out of your Airbnb. I invited us over to drink.
Yeah, because I had it. Yeah, true. But also, another time I was at someone's Airbnb, and people got very mad at me because apparently there was a no parties rule or something, and I was staying with a bunch of people who were introverted and didn't like partying. So when they were gone, I immediately invited 50 people over, and we were all drinking when I was 19. And apparently that's the biggest thing in the world to these people. When obviously people who are not 21 have means of securing alcohol and drinking, and they want to do it. I'm not saying that you should be explicitly inviting 18-year-olds. Hey man, if you're 18, I'll give you alcohol. But it just kind of happens.
Well, the other thing, there is stuff that I would definitely disavow that happens at VidCon, and the one that everyone knows about that I'll use as an example was Aiden likes to tell the story. I think it was 2 years before I went, so it was this VidCon 20.
Okay, Aiden, in fairness, Aiden was 6 feet tall when he was 12, and he just walks into parties.
Passed Aiden a blunt.
They probably didn't know. They probably didn't know.
Well, they probably didn't know, or they were high or drunk or something. But yeah, I mean that definitely did happen. They passed Aiden a blunt when he was 15 years old.
That's probably bad, but I don't know.
Actually, there's a famous picture of Pyro Cynical kissing Hyojin, and
With
you can see
Aiden in the background.
like, stalker posting in the background. Have you ever seen that picture?
That picture is so fun. That was like.
These people are fucking pussies compared to me, to myself and my crew. They're like pussies. They're the kind of people that we would have like dominated in high school, essentially. It's like weird. When you hear them talk, you're like, oh yeah, you guys kind of are nerds. You're like full-blown regressed nerds, I think. Wait, do I hear someone else? Yeah. I want to put the horse out in the road and see if I can use it to kill somebody. I should push him in there. I have nothing, and who cares if I die? I'm rich. I'm gonna go push him in there. Fuck that. I'm gonna go get his ass. I know he's got loot. He's got sulfur. I'll die here, but I don't care. At least it'll be a fun fight, and I've got full health. Maybe I'll win. We shall see. You're in there looting, right? Tell me you're in there looting like an idiot. How did you get away? Did you run to the outpost? Where is this idiot? I'm gonna go up on top of the mining outpost. Nope, I wanna go higher. Ah, can't see, can't jump. Ah, I keep fucking slouching. I'm gonna stand up in my chair. God damn it. Okay, so let's go over here where we can't be seen. What was that sound? Wait. What is that? Yep. Can't believe I killed that idiot who climbed on my base and got all that loot. It's funny. See, Rust like makes more sense to me. You don't really have to do that much work, and when you do something, you get a reward, generally. Oh, there's somebody. That guy might be bad news. I see him fucking. I'm going straight for him. There he is. Did I knock him? Wait, I knocked him! No way I knocked him. No shot. No shot. No way I knocked this idiot. No, he's up. He's up. Oh, you fucking... Oh my god. He's low. Oh my god. If he takes off. Dick. Dick. What? What are you talking about? I put like fucking so much damage into him. No. Oh, you fucking asshole. Damn it. What are you talking about? No. Oh, you fucking asshole. I put so much damage in him. God damn it. It was such a good fucking play. I can't believe I lost it. If I had a real gun, I would have got something. I need to start getting... I need to go out there, and I need to, like, go, I need to hit a stop sign so I can make a suppressed revolver and actually make the play. Or just a revolver. Who the fuck cares if I light up? I need to get up there with a revolver and fucking waste him. See? That fucking asshole. I can't believe I won that. Could have pulled a Tommy off him and logged to a Tommy. It would have been great. I thought I knocked him. I did knock him. He got up in fucking 3 seconds or something like that. The fuck was that, man? Like, I knocked him and he was up. By the time I was up the ladder, he was standing up and running. What the fuck is that? The last 600 times I've died or something like that, I have not gotten up. And that motherfucker was up in like 2 seconds. He was like up and running. I knocked him by rights. I mean, and he just kept ignoring me. Like, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? Look at the combat log. Did he die? No, he had meds, I guess. He just medded. I should have arrowhead shot him. He turned his back perfectly as I came up the ladder. I mean, it was a good fight. It was an epic fight, you know. Props, you know. Good fight. Got nothing toxic to say about that guy. He gave it a good fight. He won. You know. He played not so good, but he played well. Whatever. Alright guys, this is where I bail. It's been a great night. It has been 16 hours, 16 hours and 45 minutes of recording and about 17 hours and 25 minutes of a session. I want to say thank you for hanging out with me today. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to come and I'm going to show you some display adapter here. And we're going to go and show you my website. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Come on down. Oops. Come on down to skycat.live. The water's nice and hot. Full-time variety gamer all day, every day. Put me on in the background. Come on down to the skycat.live and click on the cat face to donate. Come to the Twitch. Come to the YouTube. Give me a like, sub, or a follow. Give me some sweet, sweet loving this AM or PM. And I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me today on an extra special long shift. Kind of holding the midnight oil here, going a little bit later. Sleeping in a little later. But I'll probably be in bed by like 3. Probably be asleep by 3. I'm fucking exhausted. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It was really good to hang out with you and get some rust. Today is a Wednesday, right? Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is the new wipe as well as 4th of July. It'll be an interesting day. I think it's the new wipe. Yeah, new wipe. And and so 4th of July will be interesting. I'm going to do something with my family. And I think I'm going to the bar. And while they're going to some place, I'm going to go to the bar and have them pick me up afterwards. And then we're going to go to a movie or something like that. And yeah. And so that's all I have to say. Just gotta make sure you guys are seeing what you need to see here. Yep. And thank you so much for your time, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. It was a fun Rust session today. Gonna log here, make sure everything's like. Oh, there's some more metal for the thing. We had 3 days in the TC. Tomorrow I'll come in here and I will like use this base to like kill people on the road, and it'll be fun. I'll work my way up to a T2. And then I'll like buy suppressed Tommy And I'll just spray out that window whenever somebody passes by and fucking go loot them. Dump in a box and go loot them. So, watch me rig up this base and have some fun tomorrow. It'll be fun. I need to get some more metal together, but I'm not doing it right now. Actually, there's something I can do. Yeah, we're going to load this furnace a little bit more. Maybe I get raided. I don't know. Anyways, oh. Don't know why I took the high qual out. You know, it's a cheap enough high qual cost to fix the roof, I think. Yeah, that roof. I want to fix that roof so they don't blow downwards. Yep. There we are. Do I have high qual? Yes, I do. I want you to combine and click this high qual while I do this. Hey, we'll just, you know, we'll try and ensure the base stays alive. Ah, damn it, you are so annoying. Ah, I almost got it. Oh. Go. There it is. Then... Good. And then the other 12 will be the upkeep, hopefully. 10 upkeep, yeah. And, any other high quals around here anywheres? No, but that is alright. I have a lot of sheet metal. I suppose I could do one more run, but no, I've got the upkeep for 24 hours and that'll do me fine. Yep. I got the upkeep for 24 hours. That's all I really need, right? Yep. Got 2 days in here right now, right? That's great. Yep. And now I'm not so, like, vulnerable. Oh, good. They stole my horse. Nice. It's got no health, but yeah. Okay. And with that note, I will... Oh, wait, no. There's one more thing I have to do. I'm gonna seal up one last door. Put another door to core, you know, just kind of, like, frustrate them. It'll be hard for them to pull... I love living this close to outposts because raids are unlikely. I never really knew it, but living by outposts is really good because, on a busy server because, like, they can't raid. 50 people come right away. Like, raiding is hard. Like, it's harder for most people to handle, especially on a, like a really populated server. I think I still hear the horse. It's kind of weird. Boy, I killed that scrub earlier, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I don't know. I kind of feel like just meddling this house, but I mean, I don't have anything in here. I covered the thing that I cared about. Yeah, there's like nothing else in here that I... Like, I suppose I could waste a little bit of metal now. And I will do this and this. I don't want them skipping corners. So... Yeah, and like, who cares if they blow in there? I frankly do not care. I don't care. I mean, yeah, it's so cheap. Fuck it, I'm just gonna go. Yep. And finally, yep. And that knocks me down a bit. I've got more metal cooking, right? Yep. Split that up. Take a little bit more. What's the daily upkeep is? 455. That's some good balance right there. We got 2 days. I got even more upkeep in here with more protection. It's better to just dump in. Tomorrow I'll probably like run the road and run the barrels to pop. All I have to do is look out my base, see some barrels, go loot them, with like no loot, you know, just naked. Wait, do I hear somebody? Yeah, I do. Well, I don't care. I'm getting off this game now. Fun game, but oh well. If the base is gone tomorrow, I really don't care. It was like a great couple of hours. Good last end of the shift, you know. So that was everything, guys. Thank you again. Skycat.live, full-time variety gamer, all day, every day. Put me on the background. Come to the cat's face and donate. Come to the Twitch. Come to the YouTube. Thank you so much for your time. I love you. Thank you. Shout out to everybody for their special days and their special ways and their special lays. And shout out to everybody that I know. And I fucking love you guys. I hope you're with me tonight. I hope you're smiling. I hope you're happy. I hope the world isn't bringing you down. I hope you're not fucking on Facebook with a hate look, trying to look all angry about me or somebody else. Just relax and live your life, and you have a chill Wednesday night. Okay? I fucking love you. Good night.